Hey there. So, are you frustrated with fruit flies in your house? Probably more so in your kitchen than anywhere else in your home, but you may see them traveling throughout your home and you are frustrated and you want to get rid of them and you don't know how. So, today I'm going to teach you a super easy way to fix this problem without calling an exterminator. Super cheap, super easy. And this is something that I have helped so many clients with um, in the past and even myself. So, for those of you that are new to our community, I am Stephanie and I teach people to keep their houses cleaner with less effort. And I also help aspiring cleaning professionals learn the skills to earn big money with on a part-time basis. So, in my full-time life, I am a personal housekeeper. I clean businesses, I clean offices, and I also clean some residential homes. So the biggest thing that when I come into one of my clients' houses, whether I regularly clean for them or it's like a brand new client, and I'm walking in and I see fruit flies in the house, I always have to get the clients on board before I take the steps to get rid of the fruit flies because it's going to take a team effort. It's not going to be those couple of hours that I am there and then I can just like sweep them all away. But if you follow these steps, you're really going to get rid of those bugs quickly, easily. And it's a method that you can repeat anytime you get fruit flies or gnats in your home. So, a lot of times when we get fruit from the produce store, the grocery store, sometimes they'll kind of have like little fruit flies. Or I've even heard like fruit flies like will lay bugs, and I don't know. Again, I'm not an insect expert. I'm a cleaning expert, so I know how to get rid of them. I don't know all the ways that they travel in. I just know that sometimes when you get fruit or food, it'll come with those little fruit fly um, makers basically on the food itself. So of course I recommend washing your fruit. A great way to prevent it in the future going forward is to wash your fruit and vegetables. Usually what I will do after I come home from the produce store, I will like create like a big soak for my fruit, and all I use is just baking soda and water. It's super easy. I just I take a bowl here. Just grab a bowl really quick. My strainer. I'll just take a bowl, put some baking soda in there, stir it up, and then let the fruit or vegetables soak in there for a few minutes, and then I just rinse them off, towel dry them, or whatever the case may be, depending on the particular fruit or vegetable that we're talking about, right? Um, so that's a preventative method. But let's say you already have the gnats and the fruit flies in your house, and you're like, I have got to get rid of these things. So, first things first, you're going to, and this is literally what I tell all my clients, first need to eliminate the food sources. Uh, because they're just going after food. You have food on your within your spaces. Oftentimes it's in your kitchen, but sometimes it will, they kind of will start to travel around the house, and sometimes they'll end up like in the bathroom or different rooms, depending on where you have food sources. So you're going to want to think about all the food items that are on your counters. These all like are bottles that have like tops, as long as they don't have like stickiness on the outside. But if it was like one of my clients, I would go ahead and just make sure that I'm wiping things down like that. making sure that I'm eliminating any like stickiness. Um, I'm just kind of like looking around. This is my own personal kitchen. I have a like a basket over in the corner that I'm pointing to that has like all sorts of like chips and snacks and things. You're gonna want to, if you've got the gnats in your kitchen, you're gonna want to go ahead and make sure those things are all sealed up. They either need to be in a completely Ziploc sealed bag, like zippered in sealed bag, or even like a plastic container with a sealed lid. Um, that will work. If it's other, like you can also put things inside of your refrigerator or freezer, um, put them away and get them out of the food sourcey area. You don't want the gnats to be able to access um, snacks throughout the day. So that's what you, first things first, you need to do. You also need to wipe all of your counters, wipe your stove top vent, because a lot of times, like, you'll have food splashes and things, and you don't really think about cleaning those things too often. You know, and you might have like some splashed up like pasta sauce or oil that they're just getting food. It's a food source for them. That oil is probably holding little itty bitty crumbs that they are munching on. So you're going to want to really give your kitchen a good wipe down. Now, a lot of times when I go into clients' houses, I'm touching my cabinetry here. A lot of times, like especially a brand new client, um, they need a super deep clean, and their cabinets are probably like kind of maybe not as clean as they ought to be. So don't forget the cabinets, don't forget like the outside of the fridge, outside of the dishwasher, anywhere on the outside. You're going to want to really wipe that down with your all-purpose cleanser is great. You can even use some vinegar. That's great too. And then you're also going to want to empty your trash and really wipe it inside and outside. I typically will use like a Clorox disposable wipe. You can use lots of different brands. That's just a brand example. But use a disposable wipe, or you can even, if you don't have that, take a paper towel and then just put some mild dish soap on it, some water, and then wipe the inside and the outside of your trash can. Don't forget the lid, don't forget the hinges, anywhere where those crumbs are going to be, the splashes are going to remain. You're going to want to wipe those really, really well. And then obviously throw it all away and take the trash outside. Even if you don't have it completely full, please, if we are on a mission to, if we're on a mission to get rid of those fruit flies and gnats, you're going to want to fully eliminate all of the food sources all at the same day. At the same time, as soon as we have eliminated all of those food sources, that's when we're going to go ahead and create some gnat traps. So now, don't forget, before you leave the kitchen, or before we finish with the rest of the house, kitchen is not the only area that has fruit flies problem. So make sure that when you're collecting the trash and taking that outside, you're also doing the same thing to all of the other trash receptacles throughout your home. So I have a lot of clients that keep little trash bins like in their living room, because they're sitting there watching their Netflix and chilling, and they are putting their little snacks and stuff in their little trash receptacles out there. So make sure that you are eliminating all food sources throughout the whole entire house, all the trash cans, and make sure you're not having like crumbs and things throughout the rest of the house. Because if you are taking snacks and food into other rooms outside of your kitchen, make sure that you know those hot spots, you know where you're eating food. So make sure that you are going after all the crumbs and all the food source for those insects, right? And then after we've done all of that and gotten all of the trash outside from throughout the entire house, then we're going to go ahead and make some gnat traps. Now these are super easy. You probably already have the products at home. All you need is either like a bowl or a little like mug or a glass works perfectly fine. And then just some plastic wrap, like saran wrap, you know, the stretchy plastic wrap. I went ahead and just pre-cut a piece to go over this cup here. And then all you're going to do is before you put the saran wrap on or the plastic wrap on, you're going to go ahead and put some, you can just use distilled vinegar, you can use apple cider vinegar, it all works. So go ahead and just put some right inside of your container. And then you're going to go ahead and pull your plastic wrap out and just seal it on the top. So make it like a nice tight seal, because once the bugs get in there, you don't want them getting out. But then what you do is you take your cup, and the plastic is right there, and then you're just going to go ahead and stab with a fork. Just a couple few little. So I've got like 3 fork stabs basically, with like 4 little teeny tiny holes per stab. So what this is gonna do is the holes are big enough for the little bugs to like get into, because if you have eliminated every food source in the house, but this is, you're gonna go ahead and just leave that in the areas where they're already circling around. So if they're already in the kitchen or if they're already in the bathroom, that's where you're going to go ahead and put your little gnat traps. So I would just leave that on the kitchen counter or the space that, you know, near the trash can or near whatever area the gnats seem to be kind of circling. And you just leave it sit for like a week. That's all you do. And then when all this, like, you'll see the little gnats eventually will make their way through the tiny little holes, and they will essentially drown. Like, they go in there to consume the only food source left for them, and then they just die off. And then you can go ahead and pour it down your sink, run the garbage disposal. And that's the other area that I forgot to mention as far as a food source. When you are clearing your counters and wiping everything off and taking the trash out and all that, do not forget to run your garbage disposal. So I do have a garbage disposal video. I will go ahead and attach a link to watch that in the description. And so you can check that out. Super easy to do. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps you maintain your kitchen a whole lot easier. It's super quick, super easy. Anybody can do this. And of course, if you have questions, if you've tried it and it's worked for you, tell us below. If you've tried the apple cider vinegar or the traditional vinegar, let us know which one you like better. And if you have any questions, please feel free. Comment below, reach out. I love to help. Helping is my my love language and my superpower. So I'm always happy to help. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.